Hi all, hopefully you're fine. It's another week. Now we're already in second week with this introduction to Python programming class. Just to recap a little bit about last week. Last week, the main idea was for you guys to install Python onto your machines. And we talked largely about how to install it on Linux, how to install it on a Mac, how to install it on Windows. And I'm hoping that by now you not only have installed it, but you have also had a way to play a little bit with it. That you have gone to the coding bat quizzes and trying to do some of the exercises that are on there. And secondly, that if you call now your bash or terminal or shell or PowerShell, whatever name you call it, that now when you type Python on it and says something like version, that what you get now, you'll see it's Python 2.7.10 that you're using. But I know that in this class we're going to use Python 3. So if I type Python 3 and I type version, it tells me that I am using Python 3.7.1, which is what we are going to be using. Secondly, that if you try now to write some code, you can just come to your terminal and just type Python 3 like that, and you'll see that Python 3.71 gives you some information, tells you about the copyright and all this and how to get help. You can type help for this, you can type copyright and credits and everything else, and you'll get all the information. That now you can write some sort of code with it. For instance, we could say print, and then we can say hello, let's see, hello world is the most famous line when you start programming. So hello world and then possibly an exclamation mark. Okay, there you are. And when I type like that, you can see I get hello world printed out. Also, I could create a variable. For instance, I can say x and I say x is equals to 10, and I can put like that. If I say print and I say x like this, it will print 10 because what? X, a variable is a storage or a location. So this is to say that we are putting 10 into x. When we print whatever is in x, then to show us that we're putting 10. Remember, x can always change. We can say x is equals to 18, and then when now we print x, something like this, then it will say that we are, whatever is on x now right now is 18. But we're going to come to that, the idea of variables later. For now, is basically to understand that you have installed your Python, and that you can be able now to say what Python version that you have, and you can carry out some small code like printing out some stuff, and then you should be all fine with that. So that's good. I could write many things. I could say if say x is 10, for instance, if x is 10, I could say then print good, something like this, good, and I can say else I could say print not good, not good, something similar like this. All right, and then I can run it, and because x now is 18, not 10, then it's printing out that is not good. Thank you. So, well, the main a problem, of course, with writing code like this. Of course, it's nice when you're testing out or when you're learning to write out some stuff like this. If you're doing some calculation, somebody tells me, what is 45 plus 30, plus 48? I can say, well, it's 123. I could do stuff like this, and therefore I can use this as a calculator, so to say. But in terms of supposing we wanted now to run this code later on, tomorrow, for instance, or even now, what should we do? Well, the code is only written here, and unless we try to copy it and paste it and run it again, all the work we have done comes to naught because we have not really saved this data elsewhere or this code elsewhere. So whereas it's okay to type your code on a terminal like this, essentially it's not constructive because then you have to either go back to retype this code and you cannot really edit it per se. If I wanted to edit here, I cannot just come here and say that I'm editing it. You see, I'll have to write the new line again there. So from our discussion last time, then we are saying that we are going to be creating our code on an editor, and our editor of choice in this case is Sublime Text. I'm bringing it up here. So this Sublime Text. So that's what we are going to be talking about, and that's what our code is going to be based on. We're going to be writing all our code on a text editor. We'll save those files, we'll call those files, and then we'll be able to proceed with that with that work. So if you look out for the next video is going to tell us, or is going to start us now on this journey where we are writing our code on using Sublime Text. So hopefully you have already installed your Python, you've already installed Sublime Text. Maybe you're not using Sublime Text right now for writing your code, that's probably fine, but you have been able to use the terminal or the bash or PowerShell, whatever you call it, and by using that, you have been able to see what version of Python that you got and writing some small programs with it, and also played a little bit with coding BAT exercise that I talked about before in the old videos. So watch out for the next video where now we start writing our code, small codes in the text editor of our choice. Thank you.